All right. Well, look. If you guys are on, appreciate you being here. If not, like I said, like Vicky said, we'll be able to do a bit of a video back, and you'll be able to watch it back when you can. But we just wanted to get, I just wanted to get these two together. Really, we did a video not too long ago where it was kind of the end of the 143 days of the walking. These two foolishly signed up for, but they smashed it. They got their money off me. But like absolute angels, they wanted to put it towards a charity instead of taking the money off me as such, which we've done. And then they agreed to, for some reason, I have no idea why, but they agreed to go again and try and repeat this. But this time to try and raise a little bit of money and have a little bit of fun along the way as well. So one of the main features of this new kind of a challenge that they're on is that every I think it's the first Saturday, I think I'm right in saying that, guys?
Yeah.
Every first Saturday they're going to set a unique challenge to that day, and we put up a bit of a poll in regards to what we wanted these guys to do, and I set a challenge as it was my first one for them, whereby I'd put an extra bit of money into the charity fund, dependent on how many 1,000 miles that they would do. So I think we had 10,000, 15,000 and 20,000.
15,000, 17.5 and 20,000 steps, okay. Not miles.
Of course. And that was the equivalent to money. So I'd have to put in £20 or something like 50 or £15 as such. And obviously everyone voted for the £20 or the majority. And this video is just a little bit about just seeing how these guys got on, have a bit of a recap from the day, and just kind of get to hear from you guys how you found it went. So I guess, Dad, over to you. Like, how was the day? 20,000 steps, easy peasy, surely.
It wasn't easy at all. It was quite tough. Broke it down into two parts. So I think I did 6 miles in the morning, which for me is about 12,000. It's about 2,000 per mile-ish. Came back, had a shower, kind of chilled out for a while, and then went out. And I'm not quite sure how, but I did another 6 miles in the afternoon, evening. So actually the number was a great number, but it was quite tough, actually. And walked it alone, which is not ideal in the morning. It's without doubt, we found now over the time that to either walk with someone or talking to someone is way easier than walking Billy No Mates.
And what about, so are you not a music person? Are you not listening to music? You're not staying alive in while you're doing it? Like,
no, Adele is my walking partner.
Oh, okay. Was it Chasing Pavements or whatever it's called? Or
yeah, it's an album. I think it's one of the albums. I'm not quite sure which one it is, but there's about 10 tracks that just loop. So
cool. Well, she is known for her upbeat music, so I fully understand that.
Thank you.
And Vicky, how was your day?
So I actually on the Friday night I was talking to Brian on the phone whilst we were walking, and I actually rolled my ankle, so I managed to walk 20,000 steps on a nice swollen bruised ankle. So I did the same. So I did half in the morning, so I think I did about 8 kilometers in the morning, which got me about 10,000 steps. I then had a little power nap because I was ever so tired. And then I went out and did, I misjudged it. So I walked, I think the route that I planned wasn't as long as I thought it was going to be. So I think I walked about 6.5 kilometers and then had to walk another half an hour because I was 2,000 steps short still.
Wow.
So yeah, it was way more difficult than I thought it would be. I just thought, I've just got to go for 2 long walks. But actually probably about half an hour into the second walk, my legs started to feel tired. So yeah, it was loads harder.
And do you think it's all down to Brian, Dad, in regards to he's the blame for obviously not focusing on the Friday night and him making you twist the ankle? You know,
No. Never.
None of that. No,
never.
Was there drink involved on there?
No, I was literally just. I think there just must have been a dip in the pavement, but no. Dad was very supportive. He made me sit down for 5 minutes, make sure it was okay.
Well, he has health and safety certificates, don't you?
Yeah.
Know? So he knows what he's doing.
Yes.
Vicky actually,
go on.
Sorry, she actually fell when I was on the phone talking to her. So.
So you actually heard the crash bang one.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh dear. But to be fair,
she hadn't finished her 10,000 for that day, so we needed to focus the mind on Friday's 10,000 first.
Oh, okay. So you actually,
obviously.
so you actually didn't care too much about the health and safety in the first aid. It was more get your ass up and let's get going with this 20k. I get it. I see where you're coming from. Okay. I like the supportive nature. I like how Vicky thought it was supportive. Yeah, you were just thinking about the steps.
That's one of my major tricks in life, is to convince people that you care, and I do.
No, I get it. I understand. 34 years of it.
Thank you.
But fair play to it. Like, jokes aside, it's difficult as it is. I mean, I think the only time I've ever done that, I think, was when I was at Disney. And obviously I had the entertainment of going from ride to ride, or Harry Potter, or all around or everywhere. So to just get up and just keep going is pretty amazing. So
sorry.
Well done. Oh, Vicky's getting the door.
This is live.
This is live.
Yeah.
Look, while she's gone though, I think obviously it's the first challenge, and we connected it to the charity. And I think it's probably important we just, while Vicky's doing her bit.
Sorry, I just had to let my housemate in.
That's all right. Just talk a little bit about the fact that you guys asked me to pick someone that I thought would be good for you guys to dedicate some money to. And we've decided to go with a charity called Give Back Peterborough. It's actually off. So Lorna actually suggested it initially, my sister, who knows one of the people who running this organisation, and this charity. I had kind of looked up about it, and actually, when you read up about the work that they're doing and the impact that they're having, like many charities, obviously, they do a huge amount that's so impactful to so many people in Peterborough. And when you think that this is literally two ladies from Peterborough, that's all it is. That's the size of their organisation, the size of their charity, that it's them doing everything they can to give back to Peterborough. And they do things from women aid and looking after people who, women specifically, are going through obviously a challenging time. They support food banks. They're specifically supporting in the NICU in hospitals, specifically in the Amazon ward in Peterborough, which obviously, about just to become a dad myself, I kind of struck a chord with me about if ever I had to go there, or had to go through the panic of having baby go in there, how scary that must be. And how these two ladies do whatever they can to raise money to support those families there. So I thought it was a really worthy charity. I think one of our other thoughts was to try and see if we can really make a difference to a charity, and nothing negative about any of the bigger charities. Obviously, every charity does a fantastic job, but we really wanted to give it to someone who would really feel the difference, and feel the impact of what is, maybe a small donation to many, but hopefully will make a really big difference to them. And from our conversations with them, it sounds like it will make a massive difference to them. And so far, we've been able to get it raise up to £455, which is phenomenal. Even so far, the fact that this started out with a donation from me of £100. And it's already got up to 455 just through the people who are watching, friends, family, putting money in, which is amazing. I mean, I just shout out a few as such. We've got Christine King at £50, Chrissy Saunders at 20, Kirsty Bolt, Lauren Pine, Janny P got involved, Super Shodney, Coral Belben, Nikki Maltman, Chloe Pierce, Losa Bartlett, Danny Paul, Glenn Milne, my sis Lorna got involved, Joe Wilson, Linda Spreadbury, and a special note for a lady, our American fan, I think we call her, who also donated £100 to match what I put in, which really got us going right at the beginning. So I've definitely, from me, because ultimately this is a charity that I've chosen for me personally. Thank you all individually for putting your hand in your pocket and doing that. It makes a massive, it is a massive deal for me. So I appreciate that, and I'm sure for the guys it'll be a big deal. I don't know if you guys want to say something in regards to what people have been doing. Vicky?
I just want to, I think it's just been amazing. Like you said, this started off as £100 bet between us three, and in the space of just over 3 weeks, we've already managed to raise £455. Like, it's just been incredible. Everyone's been so supportive, and it's almost since we did the last live at the end of the 143 days, it almost feels like people are staying with us, and we probably get more comments now and more gifts than we ever did before, continuously, I think. I don't know if you'd agree with that, Brian.
Yeah, definitely. I think the volume of response on our nightly report is growing every day. We've had another £10 donation from Karen Brody while we've been on live. And the American lady, you didn't mention her name, Brian. It's Maxine Gardner.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm incredibly grateful for people who are donating. The support that we get every single day just to keep going, because there are days when you just don't want to go and walk. If you add, where are we, Vicky?
24 today. We're plus day 24.
24, and we did 143 originally.
Yeah.
So that's 1, 6, 7 days continuous. And for us, it's kind of 5 miles a day. That's what we're doing. And obviously we have every intention of completing it, but I think without the support, it would be so much tougher. Without
I think we had a conversation the other day. The 12th of October, which is our new target date, feels so much further away than May did in January, if that makes sense. So I don't know whether it's because we've already done 143 days and I managed to sign this up again. But the 12th of October just feels like it's a lifetime away. It doesn't feel like it's getting any closer.
Yeah.
So I think
but it is the start of, although it's obvious to say, but it's the start of a new challenge, and remember the thoughts and feelings you were at in week 1 and week 2 of, January of this year, thinking, I'm going to do this, but God, it feels a long way away to be able to get anywhere close to it. And you're ultimately right back at that point. So the momentum, the gifts, the comments, all of those things, just like it was to get you going from the beginning all the way to the end, is just as important right now to get you from now all the way to the end of this challenge. And I guess adding to that, we talked a little bit about at the beginning of this call about every first Saturday of every month, we're going to do something slightly different. And I guess this is where we're asking your fans a little bit on this occasion, that we've got another one coming up on the 4th of July, I believe. And I think there's a thought process that we've got an idea of maybe what we would like to do, but we still want to see if we can get some suggestions from the people who are following. Obviously, the obvious one, I think probably most people will be saying, the 4th of July, in America that would be Independence Day as such. And there's a thought process, I think, between the three of us when we've had a chat that maybe we can do something that's American themed of some sort. Mm-hmm. But what that is, what that means, who knows? And what we're trying to ask is for the guys that comment, that put gifts on there, to kind of be creative. Let us know, what do you think? We want to do something on that Saturday. We think it needs to be American themed. We think that would be a really good, fun spin on it. But what that is, we're going to kind of leave that down to you guys a little bit. We've had suggestions already when we've thought this idea with some people about getting dressed up as certain people. And I'll let you all imagine who we thought some people thought that we would dress up as. I've had a categoric no, we are not dressing up as that specific person. But do you know what else Americans famous for? I don't know. Hot dog eating competitions? Maybe you need to eat a hot dog every 1,000 steps. Happy days. But look, we really want you guys to get involved, and we really want you to get creative. Let us know what you think, because again, we want to do something a little bit fun, see if we can raise some money as well on that day, because again, it's going back to a really good cause. I mean, I don't know what you guys think. You've not had anyone give you any more ideas since our last chat?
No. Not for American theme, no.
No, not for the American one. Yeah, we've got some ideas that are developing for August and September.
Okay. But
I think we want the people that comment and follow us every day. Just don't be shy. We have a clean bit of paper. Maybe we want our boundary to be pushed a little bit. We want to raise some money, so that's what this is all about. And so long as we're able to consider it and think about what it is we're getting involved in, we want to push. We want to raise some money. So it's about having fun. It's about people watching, having fun. We still have to walk our 10,000 steps.
It's part of the deal.
So it would be great if it could be in and around those steps as well. But honestly, clean bit of paper, just, people can private message ideas, or they can place ideas on the report every night.
Cool. Well, that kind of that was all the video was for tonight, really, wasn't it? It was a bit of an update in regards to the first Saturday, the first challenge, and how that went. We wanted to kind of give it a bit of an overview of Give Back Peterborough and the charity that we've decided to try and support. Obviously, we've just talked about the next Saturday. We would really like you guys to get involved in some of those ideas. And again, ideas on how we can possibly raise some money towards that as well. Yes, it's Dads and Vicky out there walking every day, but I'm much as part of this, I'd like to get involved as much as I can. Guess my only caveat is I'm never walking 10,000 steps a day. That's why I bet them.
Maybe that's an idea.
There's a veto coming. But again, I think wrapping it up, just to say thank you for watching, thank you for being a part of this, thank you for donating. Also, if you haven't donated yet and you feel like you might want to, look, you put £1 in, happy days. Put £5 in, great. You put 10, 15, even better. But it would be great if you could. It's a really good cause that we're trying to support, and every penny counts. So anything more, if we finish it up there, anything more from you, Vicky?
I need to go walking, so I'm quite happy to leave it there.
You got steps to do, yeah?
Yeah.
Dad, over to you. Anything?
No, all good. Just a big thank you from me. We're really grateful for the support. It means a lot, and we need to keep going. We have a lot of work to do. So thank you very much for the support.
Cool. Well, look, we'll wrap it up there, guys. Thank you very much for the call. Thank you, everyone, for watching, and we'll see you soon.
Great. Cheerio.
Bye.